Good morning, Terraria players, and welcome back to Pinkymod. This time, with more endless suffering in the void. I am Bladeburger, your local lazy man. In this episode, we traveled to the void, the last subworld of the mod. As usual, here's a list of the main mods used for this run. I do say suggestions on more mods, so be sure to suggest away. Don't say Calamity, I just did that one. Before we get back into the mod, small little announcement I gotta do. November has so far been one of the best months on the channel, so as a thanks, I have set a special stretch goal that I hope to reach. If I hit 250 subscribers before the end of the year, I'll do a special stream on YouTube where I try to 100% the vanilla game. All achievements, all bosses, maybe not daytime emperors I like though. You got this. Hit that red subscribe button and make the algorithm happy. Now, let's get back into the mod. To start us off, some upgrades. I made the Ankh shield, then combined it with the hand warmer to make the heater Ankh. I then combined that with Fire Souls, the Bulwark of the Weak, some accessory from the Corruption, and Obsidian Scale to make the Omni Guard, a super defensive accessory. I then farmed Bone Leaves for the Master Ninja gear because, of course. For weapons, I crafted the Earthlight, a sword that shot a projectile that slowed as it shot out. Decently strong. I was then ready for the next boss, the Dungeon Constructor. I crafted the strange pendant to summon him, and on to the next modded boss. Enjoy! Dungeon Constructor down. Very cool boss. It dropped the Mind Seal, and inside its treasure bag it dropped Rogue Memories, a crafting material, and its expert mode dropped the Crux Tenebris, which allowed the player to hit a hotkey to reduce all damage by 25% and have the Darkness debuff inflicted to give all weapons lifesteal for 15 seconds. It had a 1-minute cooldown. Pretty strong. With the Rogue Memories, I crafted the Deanimator, a spear that created skulls. A lot of skulls. The weapon was insanely strong and I loved it. And now we dive into the void. The mine seal that was dropped from the constructor was used on the altar at the bottom of the dungeon to access it. I'll roll the footage a little after a very quick explanation on something that happens in the void. Well, inside the void, you were inflicted with the Black Rage debuff. It gave a timer for how long you were in the void. If it reached 8 minutes, your screen would start to go dark and start to get fuzzy on the edges, and at 12 minutes, you just die. Whack subworld. And now to roll some footage of the subworld. Timestamp to skip as usual. While inside a mini dungeon inside the void, I found a fragment of the dark ritual piece. They combined into a bigger dark ritual piece that could summon not one, but 2 bosses in the mod. The 4 pieces were scattered about, and I found another one not too long after. I'll get the others later, as it was time for the next boss. Golem, I was eager for upgrades. After a bit of temple spelunking, I made it to the altar. A small room, but it'll do. Golem time. Golem down, no big surprise. With a pick saw in hand, I made the Terraformer, an upgrade to the World Shaper. Very fast pick, very good. With the Sunstone, I made the Celestial Shell, then the Seraphic Star. It was an upgrade to the Naga Eye Veil from last episode, combining the effects of it with the effects of the Celestial Shell. I then went back to ritual piece hunting, making an abyssal compass from some dissonance which dropped from many enemies in the void. I stumbled upon a few strange structures in the void, a cloud house and a weird starry place, which is where I found another dark ritual piece. And then I found the final one not too long after, down a dark chasm. Ritual piece created. And now for another boss, the Abyss Crawlers. They were summoned in the void at a large stand by sacrificing some dissonance as well as activating the altar with the dark ritual piece. Enjoy the fight. When the Abyss Crawlers went down, the shield around the Void Titanite lifted. Inside their treasure bag, they held Void Titanite and their Expert Mode item, which allowed you to freeze nearby enemies every few seconds. Doesn't work on bosses. With the Void Titanite they dropped, I crafted the Progenitor Sword. The sword was insanely strong, firing a bolt that split into 3 tracking ones after a short time. Now, to round out this episode, I mined a bunch of Void Titanite for a while and crafted the Deathbringer armor set. It gave quite a lot of buffs from multiple classes, including melee. A very strong armor set. And with that, let's take a look at the upgrades made this episode. For weapons, I upgraded to the Earthlight, then the Deanimator, and then the Progenitor. For armor, I upgraded to the Deathbringer armor. For accessories, I upgraded to the Omniguard and the Seraphic Star. In the next episode, it'll be the finale. Cultist, Moonlord, and the Mind God.